From comics to movies, female superheroes are shown less for who they are and more for their body parts. Since the 80s, female characters in comics have been drawn intentionally in a way that attracts male lust. Like, which idiot was printing such cheap, dirty comics? But why are male superheroes made strong, while female superheroes are made sexually appealing? Can't female characters be presented on the basis of skill and intelligence? Why not? There are so many superheroes like Wanda, Black Widow, Captain Marvel, who are known not because of their costumes, but because of their character. Even if that character is kinda trash. And have you noticed, it's mostly DC that shows characters in fewer clothes. Are dirty-minded DC.
Bad element of society.
So today, we'll find out why Baba Ramdev's beard is getting longer and female characters' costumes are getting shorter. Do they pay the tailor less or what? Look, when comics started in 1937, the artists drawing comic book characters were mostly male. Men. And men are, well, you know. So whatever female characters appeared in comics were being created from a man's dirty mindset, not by female artists. And a man's relationship with female characters is about as nice as a slave's relationship with his owner. So the nature and clothes of female characters shown in comics were somewhere made from a man's point of view. That's why I was thinking, who is making these costumes? This is definitely some boy's job, and the comics were mostly made for a male audience too. So intentionally, their costumes were made small so they could attract guys. Intentionally, their body parts were shown more so, guys would even borrow money and buy comics. And because of this, sometimes a female character's comic would sell so much that even Batman would be forced to think, who is this random aunt's daughter kicking me in the stomach? And today, those same comic book characters, Wonder Woman, She-Hulk, Harley Quinn, are now being shown to us in movies. Yeah, these were made in the 80s, not today. Now a thought comes. Then it's not the movie maker's fault, right? They're just showing what was shown in the comics. So the answer is both no and yes. I'll explain. Look, even if characters are shown in less clothing in comics, before making a movie it completely depends on the makers and director how they show that character in the movie. Take Catwoman. In comics, she looks like this. But in movies, we saw two adaptations. One is the 2004 Catwoman, something that makes you wonder if the costume is made from clothes or leftover pieces. And the second is Catwoman from Christopher Nolan's Batman, like this. Now, what problem did Christopher Nolan have with making Catwoman wear full clothes? If Christopher Nolan was a colorful, party-type guy like Hapu Singh, he could have shown Catwoman in less clothes too. So it totally depends on the studio and directors how they show any character in a movie. So understand that some studios intentionally show them in smaller clothes. Now take DC's example. She has appeared in comics like this, and like this too. So if the makers wanted, they could have shown her like this as well. But how did they show her? Like this. And even I'm saying this as a guy, I didn't expect it. But in the movie, even I found that costume weird. Bro, who fights wearing a costume like that? The world will protect your respect, sure. And it's not fully the studio's fault either. A very big reason for showing female leads in such costumes is you. I mean, not only you, audience. The mistake is happening from both sides. Understand the matter is serious. Studios test what will work in the market, and the audience tells through their response what should be run in the market. So if the moment my uncle sees a superhero in short clothes, he gets angry and lectures, "What are you showing, children?" Then the studio will understand Uncle didn't like it, so next time they won't show it. But what happens is the opposite. Instead of getting angry, Uncle's mood gets made, because Uncle likes watching that kind of dance. So the point is, if the audience rejects these costumes and criticizes them, the studio won't make them. But the audience consumes all this and earns money for the studios, and if the studio is earning money, it will make more of the same content. So it's like a fish hook. They throw the bait of lust towards the audience. It's on us whether we want to watch it or not. If instead of all this we only like the movie's story, then we'll get more superhero movies like Christopher Nolan's Batman, based on a strong plot, not on vulgarity. And somewhere Marvel movies also do this. I mean, they used to. Now I don't know what happened to them. Characters like Scarlet Witch, Black Widow rely more on their character than their clothes. The audience is emotionally connected to Wanda because her character has been presented with a good story since Civil War, not because of short clothes. And if the audience connects more with a character's story instead of their clothes, then a higher percentage of people will come to watch their movie. And this is why when in Endgame Wanda was beating the crap out of Thanos, we all enjoyed it, right? So what's the conclusion? Don't do useless overexposure, man. Yes, I agree, there are some characters who need to be shown in such a costume, like they were in comics, because their powers and character are like that, like Mystique, whose power is she can transform into any human. That character is literally like that, so it should be shown like the comic. The movie story demands it. I get it. But the problem comes where intentionally, instead of the story, more focus is put on the character's tight, fitting costume, with a hollow character. So if we, as an audience, prefer story-based characters more, then we'll get to see more such characters with a rich storyline. Right? Because look, beauty isn't fake, it's felt. So if the movie story is strong, people will remember that character's journey, not what she was wearing. That, people forget in half an hour. So this was a weird video on female superheroes. Okay, listen, keep subscribing.